What's up, guys? Gonna see if the chat box actually works. Doing a little different change in the setup. What's up, Bang? And I guess the chat box not working right. I set up one in the bottom left corner. If it's popping up, it's really small. Oh well, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'll make a quick announcement in Discord. Right. You guys hear me okay? Pretty sure the mic's not muted, or mic's not muted. Jesus Christ. What's up, Brian? See, I see something popping up in that bottom corner. I think the chat box is kind of screwy. I'm just going to turn it off. I'll mess with it later. Yeah, I see some stuff popping up. Yeah, there's the chat box is not quite. The Streamlabs make the chat box hard to test. What's up, Michael? Hold on. I'm gonna try one thing. If it doesn't, I feel like it should. So it scrolls up. Blah, 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 blah. Screw it. I'm just gonna turn it off for now. Yeah, I'll mess with it later. I think there's a way to test it, but I was kind of doing it last minute. Well, not that big a deal. What's up, long shot? I turned it off. Not gonna mess with it. Okay. So, how many have already gone through all the patch notes? Some pretty exciting stuff in there. What's up, David? I'm going to touch base on them. I'm going to kind of go through them real quick for those that haven't seen it. Really pumped. And they officially announced 2.4 going live on Tuesday. So we'll be able to play around with the builds, see how they work. So for those that haven't seen it yet, some really awesome stuff in here. So I'm just going to go through them real quick, and then we'll kill some stuff. Let me just pull up the patch notes real quick. So we're going to touch base. They had a huge part of it is this, the class changes. So all the stuff they were talking about with what they were going to do as far as synergies and that sort of thing. I'm just going to kind of breeze through these. These are, I think you could get them through the launcher. I think you could click through the launcher and find these. So I'm just going to highlight on some things, because some of these, I mean, still hard to know how it's going to feel until we get on it. on PTR. They did talk about this more the melee stuff. So these are all, these all are, I call it a jabazon. Basically, these are all melee strikes with the javelin. So all these are melee strikes, and they've all pretty much been damage buffed. When it says remove synergy from Lightning Fury's skill, I take this two different ways. If I'm not mistaken, well, let's take a look how it is right now. I believe Lightning, like if you look at Charge Strike, I believe Lightning Fury is listed there as a synergy. So I'm thinking it's just pulling that from the synergy list and then just buffing these damages up. So if we look at, let's look at the Amazon. If we look at these like Power Strike, yeah, see, Lightning Fury is listed as a synergy for damage, so it's going to pull that off and then just buff those 10% up to, I think it said 14, right? Yeah. So they're just, the synergies for these strikes are all removing the Lightning Fury, and just the 10, it's going to be 10 up to 14 now. Yeah, I saw that long shot. Now I'm gonna talk about that because it's still not enough. I think this whole poison javelin thing is gonna become more, a little more meta. I think you could run this and it's actually okay now, but I think this is going to be a real strong build with the poison jabs. Lightning Fury is probably still going to reign supreme, but they're going to buff the poison stuff up a little bit. What's up, Luke? I don't care about this stuff. You guys can read that. They did buff the damage on several of these bow skills. They didn't touch multi-shot. To be perfectly honest, though, I don't think multi-shot itself needed really that much of a buff. It's just a standard spam skill. Well, of course, all these are kind of that. But I used to try and run. The freezing arrow actually was okay. Fire kind of sucked, and this is getting buffed. And then, that fire helm actually would apply to this. So fire spam with bows on might be a thing now. So that's something to look at. Assassins, I'm not going to touch the assassin stuff. I don't play assassin to know how much of this is good. All of these apply to martial arts, though, which they have said is going to be a thing. And all of these are buffs. So martial arts builds is probably going to... somebody mentioned in Discord as well. I think the martial arts stuff might become big in the PvP metas. And that'll be interesting. So, huge buffs to martial arts, which they did say they were going to do, but it's literally every skill in martial arts. And then they said they were going to touch on some shadow stuff. I don't think we're going to see a lot of people go that direction. And they did make some changes to the traps. And they did talk about fire. This is another one where that fire helmet might apply to this. Nice, Scholar. So, again, it pretty much all the skills that weren't being used look like they got a buff. Yeah, exactly. The war cries, let's see, main ones. This is just, most of these are just tooltip updates, like to display radius of the shouts. So this looks like more than it actually is. This is kind of a big deal, though. With throw barbs, Yeah, it's looking good, Eric. The throw barb's got a decent bit. They've added chance to pierce on throwing skills for the barbarians. Grimoire. What was that? I didn't even actually look at it. Eh. Now also slows and increases damage taken from. I mean, it makes barbs a little tankier for sure. I guess in parties that pretty much might help everybody. Could be a thing. Uh, oh, did I? My bad. I thought I had copy pasted. Okay. Let me change that real quick. Thanks for that. That's kind of funny. Actually linked the damn patch notes. Why is it doing that? I keep copying it, and it's it's not copying the URL for the stream. That's annoying. Okay, there we go. That's so annoying. And I don't know if Dan's here. I started using Fastcast earlier. It's not bad. It's not what I thought it was, so that helped me out a pretty good bit. Okay. So ridiculous. Yeah, and again, this, I mean, because if I played a barb, I'd probably play a throw barb. They looked interesting to me. So, the throw barb stuff looks pretty good. Um, See the double throw, that applies there. More damage increase for throw bar. I might actually play that. Now, the Druid stuff looks amazing. The Druid stuff looks really cool. Now, and they said they would bump this the fire stuff, but this was I always hated Molten Boulder. I thought it was a horrible skill, but the speed of the boulders increased by 100%. So it says the travel length is still the same. Casting delay reduced by half. It's just all of these look amazing. Yeah, smoking. This is a really big deal. So, and I was thinking about this the other day. You know, we had all the rune words drop, but we didn't know what they were going to combo with the rune words. That we were only getting a small piece of the puzzle with the rune words. We don't know how they're going to synergize with all the other changes they're going to make. Now we get the full picture. I didn't actually look at the tree. That's a good point, Eric, with them. But, I mean, it all falls under Ellie, so I guess they could have realigned maybe within the Ellie tree, like fire on one side and wind on another. That would kind of make sense. Yeah, Skin. I liked how it looked, but it was such a clunky spell that it just I don't know. I'm curious to see what it looks like on PTR. And again, for those that just joined, all this stuff's gonna be live on PTR next Tuesday, so we'll be able to play around with it. They did make some changes in the wind tree, more changes in shapeshift, but the other one I wanted to touch base on, a summon druid might actually become a thing. Yeah, but here's my again. A lot of these classes I don't play, like the Fury Druids, I never touched this. And they're making this look beefier from what I could see. But it was already kind of a class. So if you look at all the Druid trees, Summon was the weakest, I would think. The summoning skills got pretty good buffs. I mean, pretty solid buffs here. Yeah, Scholar, the summon stuff looks pretty interesting. This was probably the least played of the three trees. Now, within Ellie, Wind played over Fire, but Ellie still got played. So the summon tree just didn't get played that much. And they put a lot of stuff into the summoning. So I'm not going to go through all this. I mean, y'all can check this out. And again, we'll be able to play with it on PTR, and I'll probably get to do more in-depth looks at each of the different changes. But look how much stuff they're putting into the summoning tree. This is a lot. So summon druids could be interesting. Yeah. So this looks pretty cool to me. I might mess around with this. Now, if you get to the Necromancer, of course, the first thing is the Skeletal Mages were so weak. So they're getting some work. That was kind of the biggest thing within the Summoner tree for the Necromancers. Was just the fact that the Skeletal Mages just sucked. So we'll see how that plays out. What else? There was another one. Yeah, the damage from the Fire Golems buffed as well. So that'll be interesting. They did buff, you know, Spear and Spirit within the Poison Bone tree. Curses, whatever. Paladin, this is kind of cool. They're actually making the Tesladins or Aradins even stronger. So this is kind of funny to me. So you see it here. Holy Fire and Holy Shock is getting a damage bump. This is just funny. It's pretty strong now. And you could potentially get 200% more damage based on distance from target. That's kind of crazy. And it applies to Fire and Holy Shock. So Tesladin got, again, well, if we think about Tesladins in general, they're just expensive. But yeah, and yeah, it's not one of those things where, yeah, the Chatladin's just going to be full on broken. If I ever get to the Arden with this build or this setup, that's going to be pretty obnoxious. I mean, I'm really curious to see how that works. Thorn's pretty cool with the changes. It's no longer a percentage. It's just going to be a straight flat amount of damage for Thorns. So I actually think on average it's going to be a lot more damage. So Thorns is a lot more viable build. Sanctuary's getting buffed. Sacrifice has become an option where the self damage to self is reduced. There's just so much stuff here. Now let's talk about the foe. They did not make the change to where it affected demons, which I was kind of hoping they would do. They did add they increased the damage to Holy Bolt, which it needed, and they added Pierce. So that part of it is good, but it's just I don't think it's enough. Anything that's not undead will still need to be spammed, and they did reduce the casting delay, so you can spam it a lot faster, which that's kind of cool. Yeah, exactly, Jen. Both of those with the sanctuary auras in them, they'll hit a little harder. Scholar, we can double check that when we get into the list. Okay. Don't care, don't care. The only thing I'll say about this is that they removed the casting delay with spells that were on the same cooldown, so there'll be more viable combos now that'll be pretty cool. So these changes, and they almost all of these got this where they're removing the casting delay between shared cooldowns. So that's pretty cool. Nova, they did add another synergy to Lightning Nova to make it a little stronger, but it looks like that's about it for that. They played around with T-Storm. It might still be kind of one of those one-off things where you might add it if you have some points, but I don't know if that's still going to be that much to that. But again, they touched the fire skill tree is where they put in most of the work. Like for Hydra, this is what I've been talking about, and they removed the casting delay. They added damage. Now, I thought I'd misread this, but it says limited max number of Hydra groups to 6. It was only 4 before, wasn't it? I'm not sure how to read this number 2. Limited max number of Hydra groups to 6. That one I'm not sure about. And again, the casting delays on these have all been removed, including Firewall, Meteor. Inferno and Blaze looks like they tried to do some work with those. Then somebody might try some one-offs with that. Okay, so it was only 4. Okay. So 6 Hydras with more damage and no casting delay. I think Hydra is going to be pretty solid. I definitely, for my Sorc, I will be probably leveling this. I'll probably level Hydra. I might combo it with something else. I'm going to play around with it on PTR. But I'm definitely 100% going Hydra plus, say, Orb or something. I don't know yet. But this is going to be fun. So they did do the changes to the Hydra. Okay, so that's all the class skills. And again, you can go check these out. I think the link to these is in the launcher. So we're going to have access to this come supposedly next Tuesday if they don't push it back. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a big deal. I'm definitely going to be playing me some Hydra. Okay, so the mercenary changes. Some of I kind of just briefly glanced through these. I mean, it's kind of cool. They added different spells for the Act 1 rogue. Okay, the Act 3, this is the caster that nobody ever played. This, to me, was the big one. Well, there was a couple of them. They added static field for the lightning one. That's a big deal. Static field in lightning is a big deal. What was the other one? Oh, and the fire one. They added the ability for the fire Iron Wolf to cast enchant on himself, player, and nearby allies. That's a big deal. And plus the fact that they removed Inferno and changed it to Firebolt, which then also has a chance to cast Fireball. Inferno sucked. So this Fire Merc is a big deal. No, it won't benefit him, but he'll be able to cast it on you, and like if you're playing a summoner, he'll be able to, I would assume, cast it on the summoned, like the melee skellies, that sort of thing. So I think that's where it might come into play. So that's kind of cool, I think. It'll be interesting to see once we get to play around with it how this works. and how viable it actually is. Yeah, take that for an instance. If you're running a full summoner and you run this guy and he casts enchant on all of your summons, or yeah, and on a summon druid, that's a lot of extra damage. Yeah, I mean these guys were 100% worthless before. Horrible. Nobody used Act 3 Merc. This gives them some play to where somebody might actually try to do some builds and incorporate the Act 3 Mercs. That's a pretty big deal. And then the Act 5 Merc, the Barbarian, they added Battle Cry. That's pretty cool. And if you run it with that sword with the taunt on it, these guys might not be too bad. I thought they were going to give them a little more, but the addition of Battle Cry is kind of cool. So we'll see. This is a big deal. You're now going to be able to put insight into a bow. So this should be interesting. I mean, think about it. I mean, we're just spitballing with ideas and already come up with some pretty good stuff. So there's going to be some really crazy builds and combos that once people have sunk their teeth into it, how cool some of these might be. But just adding insight, that gives insight to your Act 1 Merc. That's pretty cool. Alright, we already knew all the rune words. All these we gotten early things on, so this people will they'll definitely play around with this. I'm curious to see what a fully upgraded Saigon set looks like. I mean, we'll see some weird stuff out of this. Yeah, the insight change, I thought that was pretty cool. Right, exactly, long shot. There's going to be some other areas that we could farm. Now, some of these set bonus changes were kind of... I read through a few of them, and I was like, okay, I can see some of these. Like, this one, though. This is the... If I'm not mistaken, that's the Mythical Sword and the Colossus, right? So, and that's just the two-piece set, if I'm not mistaken. So there's... that's kind of whatever. Not that big a deal. I don't. The Deadly Strike's kind of nice, and it does give him some life leech on that set, so that's okay. Yeah, I'm getting to him. Hand? I don't think so. I think it was just those 6 rune words. 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, no, I didn't notice that. The obsession one. Did they not have a somebody announce that one? Interesting. What are we getting here? +4 to all skills. You could get some really crazy combos if you get a really good base. Because you get a +4. And if you get some sort of +3 base to a skill, 65 FCR. It's not quite what you could get out of Dual Spirit, which would be 70, but that's pretty daggone close. You get the hit recovery as well. Knockback doesn't matter. No, that's cool a little bit. Max life, that's kind of nice. Regen mana, that's kind of nice. 60 to 70 resist. This might make runes, or might make staves actually viable. And some magic find. This might actually be viable. If you get a good base, I can see this being used. It's expensive. It's going to take a Zod rune. I mean, that's going to be hard to come by. Yeah, if you get a really crazy base, this would be definitely worth making. Now I'm about to start looking at staves now. Yeah, you could get a +7 that just would be nuts. Okay, I blew right past these because I thought they had had it, the various content creators release the rune words, so I didn't think they were going to have any new ones here. So that's kind of cool that they stuck one more in there. I breezed right past this. Huh. Okay. That's nice. I like that. Yeah, right, Scholar. Yeah, this opens it up for a lot of different builds that people were initially considering doing. That, I mean, they put a lot of stuff in here. Some of these builds are going to be crazy good. These changes were kind of meh. I thought the Nas change might make this set a little more viable because it's a two-piece item bonus. You get 1 to 148 magic find based off level. That's a pretty good set bonus change. Might make for some early magic find gear. Definitely not in game, but some early magic find gear. This might actually work out. Yeah, thorns might be kind of crazy. Yeah, right, M. We're gonna be holding way more stuff. And Sasabi's, let's see. Interesting. So that's full set for that. I don't remember how many pieces. Four pieces in that set. I don't remember on that one. Dartland, I'm not sure. I think the plague jabs or the poison jabs, I think they might be viable now. I think they might be okay. Again, I'm gonna test most of this stuff out on PTR next week. Yeah, the stash tab and Liam, I think we're gonna end up. They're gonna offer those up as microtransactions. And then this is the level area changes. All these areas have been bumped to eye level 85. So all the boss and champ packs in these areas now will be TC 87, which is the highest treasure class. So they've added all these areas as viable places to farm for the top tier items, not just the pits, ancient tunnels, chaos, Worldstone Keep. The usual places. All these are places that can be farmed now. Now, whether they're viable to go look for, I don't even remember where Swampy Pit is. Yeah, exactly, Scholar. I don't know where that even is. But I'm going to go look for it because every single level's TCA or monster level 85 now. So it's 3-level dungeon with eye level 85. And that's not a bad idea, actually. Yeah, I don't. I'm gonna have to go looking for Swampy Pit. I don't know where that is. I mean, these are obvious. Stony Tomb is close. That's actually the first dungeon. I think right out of the gate in Act 2. I think Stony Tomb is that one. Arachnid, of course, we know what that is. Swampy Pit, I don't know. Now these are all, if y'all remember, there's these small little tombs. There's one quest actually in them to get the, I think you get 5 attribute points if you complete the quest. I think that's these levels here in Act 3. And then these, of course, are all the Abaddon, Pit of Acheron, and the Infernal Pit are the 3 different red portals in Act 5. So I kind of felt like they had to do this just because these were not used at all. So these made 100%. I was figuring at least these and any other one's a bonus. Rune Temple in Act 3. Which one? Right, yeah, you could, yeah, exactly, Em. What's up, Zatroy? And then these areas here, the Drifter Cavern, I think that's the one. Drifter Cavern and Icy Cellar are the 2 other. Like if you go into when you go into the first where you have to rescue Anya, these are the equivalent type of dungeons in the following areas. So these they were never, nobody ever went in those either. So these last 2 become decent farm areas. Yeah, we'll check it. We'll take a look. Yeah, exactly, Jen. These are the other 2. Like in the corresponding areas after you do the Anya, the Frozen River, they're the similar dungeons, but nobody ever goes to them because we only go into that first one for the quest. Right. A ton of TC 87 areas to farm now. Really nice addition to these. Definitely be hitting a lot of these up on the way leveling through, and some of these might become pretty reasonable farm areas. I mean, yeah, as a Troy, there probably could have been some more, but this is a pretty good list to start with. I mean, I gotta admit, this is a lot more than I thought they were going to add. Now, granted, like the Swampy Pit, this is all just technically one dungeon, just different levels. Same with this, but that's still quite a bit to add. I think that's pretty cool. The sewers, yeah, the sewer level 1 is huge, huge map. Density's not that great though. So this is going to be a lot of fun to might actually go into one of these Act 5 red portals now. I couldn't tell. It's been a long time since I actually went into one. So general gameplay changes. I think this was dealing mainly with the stun lock, if I'm not mistaken. And then some item tooltip changes, and then how to get into PTR next week. What's up, Prince? So yeah, this is going to be really cool to check out. As far as prices, I don't know. I mean, I guess a lot of this stuff will apply directly to the non-ladder stuff. I think the only thing that's going to be a holdover into ladder is the rune words. So I think, you know, all these changes, except for these rune words, which will be definitely ladder only. I think everything else will fall into non-ladder. Right next to the flare waypoint. We're going to check it out. Oh, what's up, Vine? Yeah, so this is a lot. This is a ton of information. And if things go to plan, we'll be able to play around with some of these builds next week. They did not. I would give it minimum 2 weeks from when it goes live on PTR, which is next Tuesday. So that minimum 2 weeks from there. So Yeah, I mean, we're going to jump on PTR pretty quick, and people will be messing with it, so... Fine, what are you talking about? John, I think that's amazing, the insight being put into bows, crossbows. Yeah, it's got to be... They got to give us at least 2 weeks. Like I said, I think that's going to be a minimum. Does that put it on the 14th? I actually hadn't looked at the time frame on that. That's pretty close, isn't it? Well, I mean, if nothing else, man, I'll be streaming it or put some videos up, so you'll at least see what comes out of it. No, I get you. I mean, I used to be where I didn't mess around on PTR at all, and I just waited for it to come out. Yeah, Vine, the new staff room word is crazy. Yeah, we'll be checking it out. It'll be a lot of fun. Let's go take a look at the pit real quick. No, I 100% get it, man. That first day on ladder, it's gonna be crazy, dude. Yeah, I breezed right past that obsession rune word at the beginning. I didn't realize they'd snuck another one into the list. All right, I'm gonna take a look. What was it? Was what they call it? The pit. I'm curious to see what the immunes are in there. Swampy pit. Okay, swampy pit. So people are saying that's in Flare Jungle. Oh yeah, 100% that day. It's going to be nuts. I think it's going to be bigger than the initial launch. Alright, Act 3, right? We'll go, I don't have flares, so I'll have to go here. Well, and I did play around with fast cast, so I'm actually using that now. Oops. I'm still trying to get used to using the buttons to move with. Alright, so I need to find the waypoint for flare. Actually, I haven't done fast cast on the Sorc, just the Paladin. So let's find that waypoint. Alright, there's a waypoint. So yeah, it's this one. Okay, so this is Swampy Pit. Yeah, that's well, they made the database changes, so supposedly be better. Okay, so we're looking at my favorite gloams or souls in the higher difficulties. This is gonna be a cold or a fire area. Yeah, this is going to be a colder fire area. Yeah, I'm not going to be farming this with the light Sorc, that's for sure. I'll be throwing some hydras in here, though.
I am overburdened.
So these guys are all lightning immune. Yeah, this is going to be a fire or a cold area. Really? The wire fleeces? I thought just the Archon plates. I used to farm of the whale gear. Any of the lights. Gotcha. Okay, so this is definitely... You're not going to be farming this early light, that's for sure. Because everything here's... these are poison immune. The bats are usually lightning immune. Can't tell because of the aura. But the bats are usually lightning. Yeah, we're talking about a fire. As far as sorceress, it's going to be a fire or a cold area. 100%. Because you got the gloams. And at least the gloams and those little flare dudes are all light immune. And I'm pretty sure the bats are too. I think my gold's full. I think I have to do some gambling. So yeah, I doubt they'll change. I think they're just going to raise levels, so we're probably talking about different areas definitely having different build strengths to farm them. Yeah, just fire in general is going to be fun. Let's check out that other area. And we have the one out here, Stony Tomb, I think it was called. Oh, Stony Tomb. Lightning immunes. But they're undead, so now we're talking where I might actually be able to play a faux Paladin. What else we got? Lightnings. I think we'll have the bugs are usually lightning them. Honestly, it looks like they're adding areas for the fire to be more viable. I didn't catch what those are. They're poison. They're shooting poison, so they're probably poison immune. That dude was lightning, so that was a melee one. But these are all going to be undead, so the a foer would have a field day in this dungeon. Lightning, those don't have immunities. Yeah, this is going to be a foe dungeon for sure. Poison immunes, all undead. Yeah. Faux Paladin just farm that all day, every day. It's going to be interesting. I need to do some gambling. Tuesday we'll find out for sure. We'll be hopefully be able to play around with that stuff. Where am I going? But I mean, it looks like every build got something. or they did. So I mean, we're looking at a multitude of new potential end-game builds. Vine, I don't think you're going to be. I don't think you'll be getting the runeword course. But well, how would that work with offline? Would the offline players get the rune words out the gate? I'm sure the class changes will be there. Not sure. Not sure how that works with offline. Yeah, we'll know. We'll know soon enough. All right, I got a ton of gold. I need to gamble some uh, circlets real quick. Yeah, they definitely didn't mention it. Need to make some room. Yeah, it's kind of hard to say. I'm making room to put my to gamble some circlets. Christ. Spacing is becoming an issue again. Alright, we're going to gamble some circlets.
Good morning.
For those who missed it, the last time I gambled a couple days ago, I did gamble a what was the helmet? The tiara? Shit. My mind is gone. Just gone. It's gone. I gambled a Kira's last time, which was pretty cool. Incoming griff. No, I didn't get the griff. I got the Kira's. It was kind of neat though. Yeah, I think the character changes you'll get right out of the gate. I think just they're going to hold off on the rune words. Diadem. Lapu, it's best to be 93. I wouldn't hold gold waiting for it. I'd gamble it anyways. We were talking about this last time I was gambling. And it's not actually happening right now, but overall, and there was some guy, I forget his name, content creator. Like, see, I was doing circlets, and now we get a coronet. This automatically becomes a tiara or a diadem if you do it when the first one is a circlet. So watch right here. If this will be a tiara or a diadem. So over the time length of gambling, say 10 million gold, you'll end up with more tiaras and diadems. See, so we get the tiara here. So every time I gamble, when the first one is a circlet, like this one will always be a tiara or a diadem. Like if you pick the coronet first, the ones that are coronets initially, you'll get a lot of coronets, which costs a lot of money. So overall, with the money saving from gambling circlets until you hit one of these, you gain more. See, tiara. So in the entire scheme of things, it's actually better just to start with the circlet. Yeah, I didn't. Thanks, Scrunchy. I appreciate you joining us, man. So this is a new. I didn't realize it either, but I watched the video, but I couldn't remember that. Yeah, because tiaras. See, the coronet costs 125 a whack. So this way, overall, for the money you gamble, you actually get about 20% more of the tiaras and diadems that way. What's up, Wade? So that's why I switched it up. So, granted, you'll spend a little more in these circlets, but you can still get a decent circlet, but it's guaranteed to upgrade for the other ones. So it's kind of cool. See, automatic, bam, diadem. And one day that'll be a griffin. And again, I was doing this last week, and one of these, we were just talking about it. I didn't even realize it. One of these was Akira's. So it was actually pretty cool to do that. Get some more gold. The one thing I was kind of disappointed with was the fact that they did not talk about any quality of life changes. That was a little disappointing. But they did give us a bunch of stuff, so I'll be happy with that for now. But they definitely need to be looking at giving us some quality of life stuff. Oh, crap. Go back. But, man, we'll see. I mean, they did dump a ton of info on us today. So, I'll take that. As long as quality of life stuff is coming. Yeah, exactly. I want some rune stacking. I want some gem stacking. Yeah, I want more tabs. What's up, Travie? I'm not a cowboy, man. I'm a redneck. That's true, Scholar. They did give us a little bit. But they owe us a decent amount of quality of life stuff. We got to have some of that we've been actually been asking for. Yeah, I'm 100% on this more than 20 characters, but I don't think we're getting that. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to delete some stuff. Vine, what you're looking for, you have to have 2 sockets, right? What's up, Dave? So, I would normally hang on to this diadem for cubing if I didn't already have so many. For those who don't know, 6-piece skulls and diadem is what you want to cube for your extra perfect skulls. But I don't need these, so I'm gonna sell it. If I didn't have some extras, I'd keep that. Now, Vine's looking for a specific circlet with 2 sockets. It was like, Deadly something vine. Put it up again. Deadly circlet of speed. Yeah, he's for his LLD stuff. Gotcha. Alright, more gold. That snowstorm we were supposed to get was a big old fat nothing burger. Just hard to find. Yeah, I'm sure. The hell? Circlets. Of the whale. Already gone. Are those the rares that you're looking for? The jewels? Yeah, that whole LLD, the PvP circuit just in general for gear, that's just a whole different monster. And it's gear that most people wouldn't think about to keep. It's so funny. Hey, what's up, Josh? And I think that's the biggest draw to the game, really, is just the nuances of so many different things within the game itself. Oh, plus min, plus max damage. Gotcha, 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 gotcha. You're looking for the under 30 stuff, right? See that PvP stuff. I mean, I haven't dabbled in that for years. So, and again, it's a whole different market of items. It's crazy. I guarantee you, most of us have probably vendored or sold stuff or not even picked up items that would have been just godly in PvP and wouldn't even have crossed our minds to pick them up or look at them. Yeah, exactly, Arch. It is. It just, it's not stuff you think about even looking at. The only person I've seen that's really made a huge attempt at trying to a 120. That sucks. Cooley has tried to do it. He's tried to put out videos of what's good that you wouldn't think to pick up, but it's hard to remember that stuff. Seems like is foe viable in PvP? It is, isn't it? I think I found a foe stick with 5 sockets. Fine, I'll look at it after I'm done. I think I kept it. I think it's a +3 foe stick, 5 socket. Oh, it has to have conviction. It had something else on it. How'd it go, Arch? Did he kick your ass or did you do pretty good? He's pretty good PvPer. Alright, we'll leave it there. Let me put all my gear on. Yeah, I think it's a 5 socket foe stick, but I don't remember what the other stat was on it. I mean, it might be. I saved it because I kind of remember you looking for something along those lines. So I had hung on to it just in case. But again, I don't remember exact stats on it. So we'll take a look after this. I think I already muled it. Bone, I think you're completely wrong on that, dude. There's a lot of good stuff in that patch, in the patch notes. A lot of stuff. I'm pretty excited about it. Alright, let's fill this guy back up, and then I'll take a look at that foe stick real quick. Okay. Oh, so you're not doing it for low level? Yeah, Bone, I gotta be honest, dude. I think the ladder launch is going to be bigger than the initial game launch. I think I put it here. Yeah, I don't remember what level it was. It's +1 charge. That was the other thing. I couldn't remember what that other stat was on it. But I knew you were looking for foe, so it was +3 foe, so I held on to it. What level's that? It's a level 30 one. It's a War Scepter. You want it? You can have it. I mean, I hung on to it just in case you wanted it. I knew you were looking for something like this, but I couldn't remember the other thing, which was the conviction you were talking about. Okay, that's cool. That one's yours. And it's level 30, so I'm assuming you'd want that for your LLD. Now, you don't use runeword, right? You put like just gems or something in that? Solar panel. Oh, so you actually do put a rune word in it. Oh, I didn't even see you get in the game, dude. Here. Cool. Well, I'm glad it's useful, dude. Like I said, I knew you were looking for something like that, so I went ahead and picked it up. I'll keep an eye out for more. Nah, I don't want anything. Just take it. No, I don't want anything. I'm leaving the game. No. Oh, my bad. I thought you were trying to trade me something, dude. All right, here. You can show me. I want to see it. I made a normal game. Nah, I'm in a normal game. Join, and let me see what you're talking about. I thought you were trying to give me something. I didn't want anything. I know forwards are viable in PvP. I mean, that's the only place they are right now. That's pretty sick for low-level dueling, man. Okay. I can see it for sure. 100% can see it. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Now you got a +3. Okay, so now we did all that. I'm not sure what to do. Paladin? Sorceress. I just leveled on my Paladin. I haven't gotten any new gear, though. Time to actually run some stuff. Oh, well, that's actually kind of cool then. Gotcha. Do little pits. I'm gonna run some multiple areas on this. I was actually doing some Travancore on my pallet earlier, but it wasn't getting any drops. Where am I at? But I did get. I am using fast cast now, so that's kind of cool. I can move around. I think a charge is way faster than teleport because of the cast speed. So charging around the map is actually kind of nice. I did not get a chance to farm any more keys though, which is unfortunate. For those that missed it, I did finally get my pallet key, or pallet torch, but I need to get another one for my dad, so I still need to farm up some more keys. Forgot to get my mercenary. But yeah, I can see the use of fast cast is it's actually pretty nice. It was not what I was thinking it was. So adding that into my setup actually is working out pretty good.
Overburdened.
But yeah, the drop's been kind of slow today. I probably did almost 100 trav runs, didn't get anything. Nice, a Rune out of chaos. That's where it's at. I still kind of want to finish the Arden. I am planning on doing leveling the Necro this weekend. But next week I'll probably spend a considerable amount of time on PTR, just looking at builds. Arch, my place is chaos. Chaos 100% for me. I've found so much stuff there, it's not even funny. But I'm trying to incorporate some other stuff just because I'm running the Arden or the Tesladin now. I do run some Whirlstone Keep with this guy because it's pretty easy mode.
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened.
I'm already full on gold on this guy. We're at Remington. That's just how it goes, dude. Sometimes you're just mixing it up a little bit and then going back will help on occasion. It's all RNG. Basilio, my dad is 84. He's pretty technologically savvy for the most part. He can't handle new stuff, but he's had a PC for decades, so being on a PC is pretty easy mode for him. What's that doing? Dumping gold. But yeah, he's about to be 85 actually. I was on the phone with him earlier today helping him out with his Necromancer that he's working on. He wasn't sure where to dump points. I pushed him down the summoner tree just because I think it's a little easier. Damn, that's a solid one drop. Good grief. Let him in, pull off a one countish run. Monarch Shear's the dime a dozen, man. I just for my first ones, I just ran cows. They drop fairly often for me, at least. Yeah, James, there's just so much stuff in the patch notes that we need to play around with and get a feel for. You looking for a 4-socket Monarch or just a white one? Yeah, Basilio, I live in North Carolina, so yeah, I'm a bit of a redneck at heart. I don't mind. I'm used to it. I do get it a lot. You don't see many Asian people with southern accents. Not that common. I personally have not even met another one. Uber, yeah, it has to have 4 sockets, man. JMod is 4-socket with of deflecting prefix. Basilio, I can believe that. Like I said, dude, I've lived in North Carolina for 40 some odd years, and I lived in Fayetteville, North Carolina, which is basically Fort Bragg's there, so there's a lot of military independence in that area. And there's a lot of Asians because a lot of guys go overseas, get married overseas, Philippines, Japan, Korea. Um, but I don't know, maybe I'm the only Asian that's actually picked it up. It's kind of weird. Alright, let's, we'll do Chaos and Worldstone Keep. No, Uber, it'll only get 2 sockets in a rare. I think. Is it only 1 or 2 sockets in a rare for Larzik? Or is it a chance of 1 or 2? I don't remember. In a unique, it's 1 only. Let's teleport. Okay. Yeah, I thought that was the case. No, the only J mod that's going to be worth anything is a blue one, and it's going to be Jeweler's Monarch of Deflection. I mean, that's it. There's no really any other version of that. Unless you get a Spirit Shield with the Jewelers of Deflecting on it. Or not a Spirit, but a Pally Shield of some sort. But I don't think that they'll have any use for it. Yeah, there's a lot of nuances to the looting in this game. I still learn stuff all the time because I'm not real strong in the PvP part of it. There's a lot of gear that I probably overlook that are really useful in the PvP portion of things. I don't think Dan's on right now. He's been pushing me to use the fast cast, which I'm finally doing for this guy. It's actually been pretty useful. I do need to redo my hotkeys, but yeah, I don't know if I'm ready for that. But the fast cast's definitely been helpful. I've found like 2 or 3 poison and bone skillers here, like in the last day or so. I think it's trying to tell me to play a Necromancer. I hear you, man. No offense taken. That's kind of funny.
I am overburdened.
Your Merc has to do it so long. Either that or you get them in infinity. That's it. If you don't have an infinity, you're just gonna have to telestomp lightning immunes, or ignore them. I'm assuming you're playing lightning, of course. That would only make sense. No, don't worry about it, Basilio. Where are you located? I haven't seen you in chat before. Are you just now finding the channel? Or the stream? Washington, I hear you. We've got a few people up in our Discord that are up that direction.
I am overburdened.
Bob, they were amazing. I hear you do. Well, I'm glad you're joining in the chat. If you've been on the streams at least, I enjoy talking and interacting. Shit. Yeah, there's quite a few up that way on the stream. And for those that are new here, links to Discord's in the channel. Join us there. I'm on Discord all the time. So if you got any questions or if we need to trade or
I am overburdened.
do that sort of thing, hop on Discord. Links in the description. What's going on, Chase? You were expecting more, Bob? I thought it was a ton of stuff, dude. Yeah, Basilio, I go way back, dude. I played this game at the original launch, so this game's been in my blood for a long time. Yeah, I can't wait till Tuesday to play around with this stuff. It's gonna be fun. The Dream Paladin's definitely nice. It's expensive, but it's definitely nice. Oh, Foul Rune, that's kind of cool. Nice little pickup there. Oh, annoying little guys. Kind of digging this fast cast charge. Get around a lot quicker this way. Yeah, Bob. I saw that when they showed the changes to the aura. I was like, oh my god, they're gonna make this thing so much stronger. I mean, that was just obnoxious.
I am overburdened.
I'm gonna have to remake it on ladder. I got a ton of Ral runes, so I don't feel like picking it up. I got a crafting mule that I got so many Ral runes on that I skip past them. I'm keeping right now. I'm keeping Shale and up. Yeah, I know, Bob. It's crazy. And Arden's just going to be obnoxious. It's already bad enough. And Arden's already strong. You imagine with the new changes? It's going to be crazy. Well, even Salvation, even if you're not even meaning to talk about it, Salvation, like Sanctuary got buffed too. It won't be used with the Arden build, but you know, right now with my Tesladin set up, it's actually what I've got going on.
I am overburdened.
I mean, it's like I said, I'm still cubing like shaling up. I just, you know, the Ral runes, I got a whole inventory of those almost with my crafting supplies. I need to actually craft some amulets. Yeah, I mean, Bob, there was so much stuff in the patch notes. I mean, and they had teased that, or we had heard that somewhere, but to actually see it was pretty cool. Yeah, that was definitely a ton of changes, and I'm sure there'll be some tweaking in PTR. I would imagine so, anyways. Gonna be interesting. Yeah, Dream is definitely expensive. It's an end game setup. I mean, but that it's OP. It needs to be expensive. I mean, if you're wanting to go Pally build for just Magic Find, I would say go Hammerden if you don't have the gear for it. Yeah, Pedro. There's going to be some builds with the Act 3 mercenaries that should be interesting. Benjamin, I don't remember. I thought I got it pretty early. My first rune, I think I got a job pretty early. No, I got early in the first 100 runs. I got, I think, 2 burr runes and a chom rune. I think I got one within the first 50, but you just got to keep grinding, man. You'll hit dry spells, and maybe if you just hit one early on, later on, it'll pay out for you a little bit. And you got to be playing what I'm playing so you can get the mojo. Steal the mojo, man. It's all about the time in. So I mean, there's guys here that have got their runes way earlier than I got mine. Clear this poison.
Good afternoon. I guess I should do a daggone video on this guy. I haven't put out a video on this build. Probably should. What are you talking about, Scholar? Oh, I didn't see the first thing. Yeah, well, it's hard to explain. For some reason, I was looking at it like it was going to be different from what it actually is. So yeah, it's really helpful. Diablo Grand Charm, if nothing else. I got so many of these stupid charms now. If nothing else, I have other keybinds, and you can just hit them now. So, no, it's worth it. My thought process was not just that, but combining it with changing my hotkeys was going to throw me. But I haven't actually rebound anything. So right now I'm pretty good. Dang, you found one later on? That's pretty crazy if you actually found one, because they're still a hot commodity right now. That doesn't matter. You could change your region in the launcher. I mean, you can just change to North America in the launcher if you want to trade it. You could trade it on any region. So I mean, I'd check the trade sites and see. Just because it's not that hot in maybe in Euro right now, I bet there's some North American players looking for it, 100%. Yeah, look at the launcher. In the bottom left above the play button, you could change your region to what servers you want to connect to. So you could trade it outside of your Europe where you're playing right now. I did find an ethereal set of Drax earlier today. No good for me, but They were kind of cool looking, so I kept them. Dude, Jeweler's Monarch of Deflecting is crazy expensive right now. I don't even do any trading, and I know they're crazy expensive. Found another 40 gold charm and another P&B. I think I got a full inventory of the P&Bs. I actually need to do some cubing. What was I needing? Cube fowls. That's topaz, amethyst. I needed rubies. I got one. Cool. Too many gems again. I need to cube up. Roll some charms. Night, man. Yeah, definitely trade it out, dude, if you don't need it. You could get a lot for that. Four limbs. Let's cube this Bale Charm. Since I'm here, I might as well cube this with some gems. Yeah, I bet. I mean, you pretty much made bank if you found a J-mod. $36. I accumulate gems so quick. Especially when I was key hunting. I was getting them crazy fast. I don't know if you guys watch Moo Moo clips. The last one he had, some dude got a 40 life defensive aura charm. He was a little sad. Alright, I got enough for one more cube. Nope, nothing good. Alright, let's do... I think I'm just going to do Chaos and Whirlstone this time. Are they actually cracking down on that Duping stuff? I thought I'd saw somewhere that there was a new dupe method out that they were kind of taking advantage of. I don't know what the actual method was. I thought I just saw something in the forums. Oh, I had the wrong. No wonder that aura wasn't hitting. Duping on a PlayStation? That's kind of crazy. Oh, I got a spirit somewhere. I just had messed with switching it. Don't really think about it, to be honest with you. Offline. Interesting. I've just never understood the mindset. There's so many people that go after that kind of stuff. It's just like any of the hacking stuff. I've just never understood it.
I am overburdened.
People go after that stuff so hard. I don't get the point of these, just the entire mindset of getting hacked, acquiring hacked or dupe stuff. Kind of takes out the point of the game to me. It's no different like on Warzone when guys use like aimbots and stuff. It's like, why are you even playing? What are you gaining from this?
I am overburdened.
Switch. There you go.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, Pedro, yeah, that's true. Dude, there's so many combinations of things that we just haven't haven't actually dug down into yet that are going to be viable that we just actually haven't really looked at yet. Why you gotta kill my Merc? I think so, JD. Pretty sure it does. How many of you guys are going to hold off getting it on PTR just to test it once it goes live? Yeah. Well, I know something, and I get the mindset. Before I started streaming, I probably would wait. I probably wouldn't even mess with PTR. But I kind of want to get some info out there on potential builds, so I'll probably be on PTR for that. But it's only because of trying to get some content out. Before, I wouldn't have. I actually would have waited. And like on launch day, would have been just, that's when I would have looked at it. I probably would have watched videos and stuff. I would not. That would actually kind of suck. That blow some of your high rune drop luck on PTR.
Afternoon.
I would definitely not be doing any farming. I'll just like do a build, test it, do a build, test it. It's like real minor stuff. There's no way I'd actually do any kind of farming. I'm like that. If I actually got a good drop on PTR, that would kind of torque me a little bit. I do need to put that on a hotkey. Long shot, well, smoking, I mean, I think you'll get some of it, except for the runes. I think you'll have access to everything else. I don't think you'll have access to the runes till latter ends, but I think all the class changes and stuff you'll probably get right out of the gate. That's true. They could have increased drop rates on there. They already got it in Hero Editor. Six. They need to work on the Merc AI. Oh, did he? I've seen some of his stuff. Yeah, he gets into deep dives on rune words and stuff. I went ahead and gave my dad one of my necro torches that I found earlier doing Ubers. Yeah, smoking, I'm kind of in that vein. I've never messed with it either. That's kind of like some of like the recent Dobrunsky videos where he's showing like these really tweaked out, really as expensive as you can get builds, but he's doing it on Hero Editor. I figure if I'm going to test a build, I'm going to try and figure out a way to get to it online. You know, I'll have the stuff for it, then it's not a build I want to mess with just yet. Jen, I could kind of see that. Well, right now, I mean, most of the builds are viable that everybody you're using. There's nothing. I could kind of see it once the new stuff is live, because there's going to be, I don't know. There's going to be so many different possibilities. But I mean, if PTR stays up, you could technically just test it there. Unless there's just some gear that you're not going to have access to. I don't know. It's just not my style. Alright, I need runes. I'm going to run the Sorc. Oop, nope. Quicker. See, I catch myself right now with fast cast, wanting to still click for teleporting. That's throwing me off a little bit. I don't know why I was killing any of that stuff. No, Basilio, it comes up a lot. I started playing again recently. My fingers are still a little touchy, so I'm having to take slight breaks in between. But I'm working on getting back into it. I need to change strings, actually. They're all dead. If you play a lot, you got to change strings pretty often. I got strings that I could put on there. I started playing again earlier this week. Fingers immediately got sore after about an hour, so it's one of the things I got to build the calluses back up. Maybe once I get back into it, maybe I'll strum it a little bit every once in a while. On stream, that is. I've been playing for a long time. I got away from practicing. It's just one of them things, man. You find yourself too busy, or you think you're too busy to do it. Just got to get back into it. Yeah, it's actually they're not on the screen, but I got 3 electrics down on the end. Actually, that's an interesting idea, Eric. When I first started the channel, I was like, should I create my own? Because I mean, for YouTube, you know, they're real picky about using music, copyright issues and stuff, and actually paid for some of the copyright stuff that I use on my videos. But that thought had crossed my mind about doing something along those lines. But at that point, I was so out of practice, it would have taken so long. But I'm building back up to it. It's acoustic is tougher on the fingers. First off, the action on acoustics, you could get some really high-end acoustics that are easier to play, but they're still tougher on the fingers. Electrics are designed to be a little easier to, if you're picking like leads and stuff. You know, the gauge of strings come into play. There's a lot of nuance to playing in general. But I'm working on it now. Again, it's one of them things. I used to be able to take a needle and stick them into my fingertip and not be able to feel it. I could actually stick it in there and just have a needle sticking out of my finger. But now they're real soft again. I'm actually both, surprisingly. Because my background is actually, I started on a banjo, which I have over there as well. So finger picking was where I actually started, and I moved to guitar. Hey, Bob. White diadem. I thought I saw you log in, or it might have been somebody else that was talking about it. What username did you use for your Discord? What's up, Fuzzy? Basilia, it'll do it, man. You got to play. I got to the point where I was playing like 2-3 hours a day, and my fingers were just, it didn't affect me. But now they're soft. I can, Mike. I could run your torch for you if you want. Hold on, I'll make a game. Fuzzy, it's not been that. It was a lot less than they said it was going to be. That's for sure. So far. I think it might be going now, but right now it was, yeah, we mainly got a little, real light snow, but that was about it. Hey Mike, join Wind, W-I-N-D, password 1, letter, the number 1. For those that haven't seen yet, I've done Ubers on my Tesla a few times now. I've actually gotten pretty decent at it. It's not the most ideal setup because I'm still using Azurath for the weapon. Grief would be the better setup for the smite damage increase, but I mean it does okay. Fuzzy, you're in North Carolina, right? Yeah, I thought you were. I remember you saying you were. But there have been multiple people that have been in the stream that have that are in North Carolina. Are you the one on the Outer Banks? I think like Hatteras or something. Wait, it does a little better. Its overall damage is better. So when I have to zeal, I get a little more out of the Azurath. Morehead City, that's right. Yeah, it's smoking. I swear, man, with the damn necro torches. Alright. Let's, oh, I need to switch out gear. Drax. Gore Riders. I think that's all I need to switch. Oh, I need to switch my armor with my Merc. Merc's gonna die. Hey, what's up, Praetorian? Bob, I'll check in a little bit. I think I did. I don't remember off the top of my head. We'll get it sorted out, dude. Did I have smite on this? I need to make that F3. Okay, that's a little... Yeah, I don't know if I like spamming it from the fast cast. Yeah, it's working okay. Bob, that's trust me, I fully understand. Yeah, smoking. I mean, you can do it with a multitude of different weapons, so. Ginther's Rift is Dimensional Blade, isn't it? Bob, I don't know that I've ever actually. I would imagine you could, but I don't. Yeah, that's got to be tough to do that with a Javazon. I don't know that I've actually ever seen it on a Javazon though. It might be one of the builds that can't do it, just in general. Yeah, skip these guys. Get out of my way. They got me caught on the bridge. I mean, I've seen it done with Necro, Barbarian, Paladin, of course. Sorc Firewall before it was nerfed. I'm pretty sure Druid can do it. I think Sorc and Amazon kind of get left out on that one. Because you could do it with like Kixins. I'm pretty sure. I think it's just those two that kind of get left out in the dark. Can't go that way. Yeah, I thought Druids, Furies could do it. So I think it's pretty much Amazons and the Sorcs that are pretty much donezo now. I mean, with the change back on the firewall, yeah, I think it's done. Bob, farm keys, man. I'll do it for you if you're playing online. Anybody can farm keys. Praetorian, I don't know if we can put together anything to do it with the Sorcs now. Maybe with new builds, maybe something's viable. I don't know. It's hard to say until we can test some stuff out. You're doing Ubers with a Gunthers? That's cool. Alright, we got 2. So now we need her. Oh wait, I need to get some antidote potions. Just to up it up a little bit.
How may I be of help?
No. Key drops are like runes. Player count in a game affects key drops, but that's it. I just like to clear out the trash. Got her quick. No, Pedro, and the Merc, the Dream from the Merc will not be that much damage, because the only reason the Dream damage is so high is because of the synergies you get within the tree. So it wouldn't, stacking it that way wouldn't be that effective. All right. Come on back here, Mephisto. Is he stuck? Come on, man. Get out of that house. There you go. I still do like that Sanctuary aura in this. The way it knocks back these undead guys. It's kind of nice. Clear out some of this trash. Oh, Diablo's found me. Come on, Bale. Come on up here.
My brothers will not have died in vain.
Cow, get away. Come on, Bale. Ah, there you go. Come on. Not you. I just want one of you.
My brothers will not have died in vain.
Stop jumping in together. Yeah, 1 point warmth is usually the setup. With fire, there might be some synergy stuff if you end up going fire build for the PTR where you'll put more than one in warmth. Firewall used to depend on warmth for synergy. I don't remember if any of the other ones do or not. Come here. Was Dabrunski using sort of an immortal build with that firewall when he was doing overs with the sorceress? I think he was. I think that was my fastest time yet. I think I did that one pretty quick. Didn't have to use a whole lot of pots.
Impossible.
Oh crap, I got a torch on this guy now. So I gotta switch out of portals. No, I'm not. Why is my portal not going up? Can you not portal in here? Alright, Mike, you back in? I see. Okay, yeah, that's you. Alright, here you go. I'm going to drop it. Or you want me to ID it? It's up to you. I don't care either way. Alright, you ready? Here we go. This is for Mike Shaw's torch. I'm assuming you're looking for a Sorc torch. Here we go. Barb torch. Sorry, man. Unfortunate. Not a problem, man. If you guys want me to do, I probably won't do them online that much. Well, no, I probably would. It's kind of cool to do it. If you want me to do your torch online, hit me up in Discord and we'll arrange it ahead of time. I'm not gonna spend the whole time doing torches, but I'll pick like one or two people to do their torches on stream and see how it goes. I did get a little faster there. That went a lot faster than before. Alright, I'm probably going to be streaming tomorrow sometime. I'm not sure when yet. I'm going to be trying to farm some runes. But you'll see it when it's announced. I'm going to do like 3 more runs tonight and call it for the evening. Big thing's gonna be Tuesday. I'll probably be online Tuesday for a pretty good bit for the PTR. Hopefully the PTR stuff will be out where we can join up on PTR. That'll be interesting.
I am overburdened.
Oops. Now I got the muscle memory for my fast cast for my Paladin. I do feel like I could teleport around that a lot more accurate and faster.
Not even death can save you from me.
It's one down. Wow, big density map. This one's got a lot of density to it. Might get a drop here. Stop being annoying. Not a problem, Mike. No, feel free to hit me up, dude. It's kind of new Ubers are kind of new to me, so it's kind of fun to do them. There's several guys on Discord that do them. But it's just fun. I'm getting a lot faster with it. Maybe we'll get you a good torch, man. It took me a few tries to get my sword torch. Several tries to get my pally torch.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, key farming has been pretty good for me here lately. See you, Fuzzy. All right, one more run. Act 6. They would, if they were to add a new act, it would definitely be as a X-Pack DLC of some sort. I'm not seeing them do that, if at all. I mean, they got to go back to D4 and get that up and running again. Overwatch 2, they're behind on. I don't see them committing to another act for Diablo. I could be completely off base. I'm just not seeing it. If they hold Vicarious to just working on D4 or D2, yeah, it could happen, I guess. But if they did, it would be a DLC for sure, 100%. They got to make some money off of it. I mean, it could happen. I mean, all this stuff they're providing us now for D2 is, you know, they're not really making any money off of it. We might get some microtransactions out of it at some point. But honestly, it was kind of stuff that they owed us to begin with that they didn't provide at launch. Man, Bobby Kotick just needs to disappear now. He is so out of touch, man. I don't even know what to say about that dude. Let's check this for fine. Nope. They could surprise us. They did a pretty good job with the 2.4 stuff for sure. I was pretty hyped with the patch notes. Yeah, 100% smoking. I enjoy it. I'll be farming some more keys. I gotta farm some up to try and get my dad his torch, so that's kind of next on my list. He wants me to write him up a list of all the bases to look for and what uniques to keep an eye on. He has no clue on
Impossible.
what items to look at. So I need to write him. He wants me to build him a list of that stuff. One socket, get out of here. Which I thought was kind of funny. I don't even know. I haven't really paid attention to a lot of the D4 stuff. Only that a lot of the gameplay stuff that I've seen looks a lot like D3. Got a little excited there with my fast cast. All right, folks, that's it for now. Again, I'll be online tomorrow and Sunday, and Monday, and Tuesday for PTR, hopefully. So don't forget to join Discord if you haven't so far. Links in description. Like the stream before you leave, and I'm missing one. Oh, I got a membership thing. Subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Become a member. All those things, YouTube stuff. Sorry, Captain. It's I might do a little Warzone tonight. But I usually don't stream on Saturday, but I skip Tuesday, so I'm gonna stream tomorrow. But yeah, catch up with you guys. Hit me up on Discord. Bob, I'll check the Discord and make sure you're there. Peace.